them what happened to me. I met this gentleman, a month ago, maybe a little bit less than a month ago. We were up at Ramona doing, Hans and I were up doing a talk up there. They were just having a health lecture, a health fair. And so Hans and I were on the schedule, and then you were on the schedule, and also the ionic mineral guy was on the schedule. And so I was very interested in all these things, and so I started listening to your talk, and I was just amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, because little did he know that I was facing a $29,000 surgery, which was scheduled for 2 weeks from that day. And I really didn't want to do the surgery. The surgery was going to involve my sinuses because I had had a tooth extracted, and the bacteria got up in there into my sinus from the tooth, the root of the tooth, and extended through into my sinus cavity, formed infectious, inflamed sinus tissue from my maxillary to my brain. And so I'd been on antibiotics, and I refused to go on steroids because I can't take them actually. And so I said, well, I'm willing to try anything. And so I raised my hand and I said, I'm going to do surgery coming up. Do you think it would do anything to reduce this tissue in my face? And you flat out said, yes, it would. And I was like floored. And so I had a long talk with you after you did your lecture, and you showed me more, and I devoured the little handouts of research while he was talking, and we went through more. And so the next day we met, and I bought a bag. I bought this bag of Immune Health, and I've taken it for 3 weeks, and last week I just had a repeat CT scan of my sinus, and it was totally, completely gone. All the tissue had resolved. So no more surgery, and I feel great. I've had a bunch of little chest colds and stuff within this, but I'm getting better where all my other friends who don't get better on this chest cold and whatever. In fact, a couple of my friends have ended up with pneumonia. So I feel very fortunate that I had this on board. And so anyway, I'm a firm believer that this does mitigate my immune system. And because when this happened to me in 2015, I ended up with 2 surgeries, and that's when I went on a zillion antibiotics and I think 4 rounds of steroids, and nothing helped it. So that this took care of it in 3 weeks, I'm a believer. I'm results. I'm proof. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I'm very thankful I met you.
You're welcome, Carol.
I happen to believe it was a designed appointment by God, but that's my opinion.
That's part of it,
and
yes.
I'm sticking to it.